The early years of the French Revolution saw a rapid succession of pivotal events that transformed France. From 1789 to 1793, France experienced dramatic political changes, beginning with challenges to royal authority and ending with the execution of its monarchs. June 17, 1789, National Assembly formed. The Third Estate declared itself the National Assembly, demanding a voice in government. June 20, 1789, Tennis Court Oath. Deputies vowed not to disband until a new constitution was established. July 14, 1789, storming of the Bastille. Parisian mobs stormed the Bastille prison, a symbol of royal authority. Summer 1789, the Great Fear. Panic spread through rural areas as peasants rioted against feudal lords. June 20, 1791, flight to Varennes. King Louis XVI attempted to flee France but was recognized, captured, and returned to Paris. Sept 1791, constitutional monarchy. The National Assembly proposed a constitutional monarchy, but Louis secretly opposed it. January 21, 1793, execution of Louis XVI. Louis XVI was executed by guillotine after being found guilty of treason. October 16, 1793, execution of Marie Antoinette. Marie Antoinette followed her husband to the guillotine 9 months later. These pivotal events laid the groundwork for the next phase of the revolution, as power shifted from the monarchy to increasingly radical revolutionary factions. The Reign of Terror marks one of the most violent periods of the French Revolution. From September 1793 to July 1794, France was gripped by a period of extreme political violence. To understand the Reign of Terror, we must first see where it fits in the rapid political transformation of France. Before 1789, France was an absolute monarchy under King Louis XVI. The revolution began with a constitutional monarchy from 1789 to 1792. In 1792, the monarchy was abolished and the First Republic was established. Then came the Reign of Terror, a period of radical political violence lasting from 1793 to 1794. After Robespierre's fall, the Directory took power, governing France from 1794 to 1799. The Reign of Terror was orchestrated by Maximilien Robespierre and the Committee of Public Safety. Robespierre was a lawyer and politician who rose to power as a leader of the radical Jacobin faction. The primary instrument of the terror was the guillotine, designed to provide a quick and supposedly humane execution. Named after Dr. Joseph Guillotine, this device became the symbol of revolutionary justice and terror. Approximately 40,000 people were executed during the Reign of Terror, with many public executions in Paris and across France. Robespierre also attempted to de-Christianize France, replacing traditional religious practices with a civic religion. One significant change was the revolutionary calendar, which eliminated Sundays and religious holidays. France's government evolved rapidly during this revolutionary period, changing form multiple times in just a decade. The country transformed from an absolute monarchy under Louis XVI to a constitutional monarchy, then to the First Republic. The Reign of Terror represented the most radical phase, with Robespierre's Committee of Public Safety wielding almost dictatorial power. After Robespierre's execution in July 1794, the more moderate Directory took control. The Directory ruled France from 1794 to 1799, attempting to stabilize the country after the Terror. This government was led by 5 directors who faced significant challenges, including economic crisis and continued political instability. The Directory's weakness and reliance on the military created conditions that would ultimately lead to Napoleon Bonaparte's rise to power. Napoleon's rise to power marked a turning point in the French Revolution. Let's trace Napoleon's rise and reforms from 1799 to 1804. In November 1799, through a coup known as the 18 Brumaire, Napoleon Bonaparte established the consulate government and became first consul of France. One of Napoleon's most lasting achievements was the Napoleonic Code of 1804. This groundbreaking legal reform simplified France's 500 disparate law codes into one unified system. While it established equality before the law and protected property rights, it also reduced women's rights and reinforced patriarchal authority. In 1801, Napoleon signed a concordat with Pope Pius VII, recognizing the influence of the Catholic Church. This agreement recognized Catholicism as the religion of the majority of French citizens, while maintaining state control. It brought religious peace after years of revolutionary anti-clericalism. In 1803, needing funds for his European campaigns, Napoleon sold the Louisiana Territory to the United States for $15 million. By 1804, Napoleon had declared France a hereditary empire and crowned himself Emperor Napoleon I. Napoleon implemented major infrastructure improvements by rebuilding roads and bridges. His educational reforms created the lycée system and established specialized schools, while his administration brought stability and efficiency after years of revolutionary chaos. Napoleon's leadership transformed France from revolutionary chaos to a modern administrative state, though at the cost of the democratic ideals that had sparked the revolution. Napoleon Bonaparte embarked on ambitious military campaigns that would reshape Europe's political landscape. From 1799 to 1821, Napoleon's campaigns and eventual downfall would change the course of European history. Napoleon's attempt to defeat Britain by attacking Egypt in 1799 led to an unexpected scientific discovery. The Rosetta Stone was found by French soldiers, which later helped scholars decipher Egyptian hieroglyphics. Napoleon's most disastrous campaign was the 1812 invasion of Russia, where he led a massive army of 400,000 troops. After his retreat, he had lost 90% of his forces, with only about 40,000 soldiers returning. This catastrophic loss was due to Russia's scorched earth policy, the burning of Moscow, and the brutal Russian winter, which decimated Napoleon's Grande Armée. After his disastrous Russian campaign, Napoleon's empire began to crumble. In 1814, Napoleon was forced to abdicate after a series of defeats by Allied forces. He was exiled to Elba, a small island off the coast of Italy. However, Napoleon escaped from Elba in 1815 and briefly returned to power during the period known as the 100 Days. His final defeat came at the Battle of Waterloo in June 1815, when he was defeated by British and Prussian forces. After Waterloo, Napoleon was exiled to the remote island of St. Helena in the South Atlantic. He died there in 1821, with some historians suggesting he may have been poisoned. In 1815, the Congress of Vienna brought together European powers to redraw the continent's map after years of revolutionary and Napoleonic wars. The Congress restored many pre-revolutionary boundaries, created a balance of power, established conservative monarchies, and attempted to prevent future revolutions. Despite his ultimate defeat, Napoleon left a profound legacy that transformed Europe. His legal reforms, particularly the Napoleonic Code, established civil liberties and property rights that influence legal systems to this day. Napoleon revolutionized government and education by creating centralized administrations, merit-based systems, and expanding public education. Most importantly, Napoleon's campaigns spread revolutionary ideals throughout Europe, fueling nationalism and helping end feudalism across the continent. Though his empire was short-lived, Napoleon's influence on warfare, government, law, and national identity permanently altered Europe's political landscape.